David too, right?
Yes, I do.
Are you okay?
Yep, no, but just ignore the faces that I'm making.
Well, what's the arm thing?
Oh, I think it's just something to like hold on to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just to like.
I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Can you push your arm up for me? Alright, sir.
That's it?
That's it. Be careful.
Yeah. Good morning, guys. It is a happy Saturday morning at the house. We are getting ready to go to the gym. We are going to be talking about what it is that's going on with my clothing brand, why I haven't worked on it in a long time, and yeah, we're just going to get into it. We're going to talk about, you know, the ins and outs of owning a small business, the issues with COVID, all of that good stuff. This is the pre-workout cocktail for today. We have 1 scoop of this Ghost CG Legend left, and we're going to be mixing it with this Total War. It's probably not going to be good, but it'll get me hyped. So I'll see you guys at the gym. Come on, stand up. Easy. Good. Come on, one more. Same thing. Man. What's up, guys? Like I said in the beginning of the video, we are going to be talking about what happened to my clothing brand, my small business, my company, Grate. I am still working on it. Obviously, I am not abandoning this. This is a very fun passion project for me. I don't really make any money off of it currently, as all small businesses, you know, starting out probably won't. I pretty much just started this company to kind of just explore my creative side outside of school. Now that school's over, I work a nice old man 9-to-5 desk job. I need something to kind of keep me creative and kind of keep my mind flowing, not looking at codes and spreadsheets all day. We are talking about why I have not posted or did any kind of updates or did any kind of work with Grate. And to understand this, I need to break this into 3 parts, and we are going to start with first the COVID part. I started Grate in the spring of 2018 and COVID hit the winter of 2020. So all the time between then was me doing my first couple launches, me just getting social media off the ground, me just doing the paperwork, and all of the fun stuff that you need to do when you're starting out a business, okay? It's a very expensive endeavor. If you have the funds to do it, if you have investors, if you have friends that you want to go, in on, that's awesome. I pretty much funded this by myself. I do everything myself, the website, social media, marketing, design, all that stuff, and I pay for it out of my own pocket from my salary at my day job. So it's a little hard considering I don't have all the money in the world. I don't come from a super wealthy family. I have student loans, I have a car payment, I have a lot of payments on stuff that I don't have everything to just throw into my business. I have other bills to pay for, right? So when COVID hit, I had actually prepared for a launch that March, okay? And that March is when COVID came. So I took a break. I canceled the launch just because, there was a lot of things with COVID. Like, I'm pretty sure I had COVID at the time, and I didn't know, nobody knew the facts about COVID, right? So when COVID came, I didn't think it'd be a good idea to, if I was sick, or if my roommates were sick, or if it can get on the clothes, and I ship the clothes out and they get sick and stuff like that, and returns, if they wear it, they sweat in it, they get COVID on it. I didn't know the whole thing about COVID, okay? So I canceled the launch then, and I really didn't work on it all too much. I took pictures later that summer, so the summer of 2020, this last year, and I took pictures with my friends after we were all, when the lockdown restrictions kind of lifted, you were able to see your boys again and things like that. I took pictures, but I didn't really, go into new development on clothing or anything major, right? Because the biggest thing that I kind of saw, the trend that I saw, was a lot of people were losing their jobs, right? And I work in IT, so I thought I had pretty good job security, but I saw a lot of friends even, in the IT field kind of getting laid off because there just wasn't work, no one was going into work, no one's going into, my particular work is medical insurance, and if people aren't going in to see their doctors and things like that, they're not filing claims, and, no one is there to monitor those claims. You don't need people to monitor the claims if they're not being used, essentially, right? So I kind of was scared that I would lose my job, and I didn't want to invest, because a launch can cost up to a couple $100s, right? You have to buy the garments, you have to get them printed, you have to do all this stuff for it. It costs money to have a launch, Ideally, you would, sell enough clothes to make a profit, but, it doesn't always work like that unless you're Nike or some reputable sports. I am still a small business. I'm still relatively new. I'm working on it all by myself. There's a lot of things that are hard about, just running a small business, okay? I actually did end up losing my job back in September. So I had my own apartment. My roommates and I decided not to renew the lease because we all had the same fear. We were all, what if we lose our jobs? We cannot afford a rent payment without a job. So I moved back in with my parents. My one roommate moved back in with her parents for a little bit, and I think my other roommate moved in with her boyfriend or something along those lines. The bottom line is that I didn't want to invest a lot of money into a side business that I do for fun that doesn't really make me any money in a bad environment where I could have potentially lost my job, which I did end up doing. So it was kind of the right call on my part. So that's why, the duration of COVID, I did not do any kind of releases. I didn't do any launches. I couldn't afford, or I didn't want to take the risk of, buying garments and then potentially not selling and jeopardizing my own personal finances, because like I said, I have my own bills that still need to be paid. First reason, COVID, done. Second reason, the moving part. It has been 6 months. I have been in Houston for half a year now, which feels really, really weird because I don't know. I have a lot of friends here now, and I really can't see myself ever moving out of Houston. Out of this house, probably. Out of Houston, I can't see it. I love it here. I honestly, I can't see myself moving. So I took a social media break, okay? So when I decided that I was moving, and I was packing up my stuff. I was packing up all the clothes, and they were like in taped boxes and everything. Like I didn't want to fulfill orders. Okay, so I closed down the website. I posted it on social media. The last time I posted was kind of like early to mid-February, saying, "Hey, we're gonna take a month, take a breather," and that month just turned into 6 months. I don't know. I can't say that I was definitely not motivated to work on Grate amidst all of the stuff that was going on. Okay. I made a big life change. I decided to move halfway across the country, away from all my friends, all my boys back in Pennsylvania. Shout out to my boys. But, it was a very, very new experience for me because I've always lived close to home. I've always lived near my friends, near my parents. And, it was definitely a big change of pace for me. And, Grate just wasn't at the top of like my to-do list at the time. So I just didn't feel motivated. And I don't know, I kind of just wanted to get my bearings right here. I wanted to, make meet new people, make friends. I didn't want to just like move down here and just focus on business and work and like all of like the boring but stuff that you need to do to kind of keep yourself accountable and, be successful in life. Like I just like put that on the back burner for a little bit, okay? So there's not really much to that. That's just like my mentality. Like when you have a full-time job, you don't feel the pressure of having to excel at your side jobs. Now, that's just me. I cannot speak for everyone. I'm sure there are definitely go-getters out there that have full-time jobs that, work just as hard at their side hustle. But like, since I have a full-time job, I'm not in a dire need to make my business grow. If someone doesn't have a full-time job and their business is their full-time job, like they will have to do whatever they can to make it work, or else they're not going to eat and they're not going to have a place to live. I have all that security with me, so, I lax. That's just on me, right? Okay, now, the final part. The influencer part. If you follow my channel and you follow me on Instagram and you know me in real life, you'll know I've been lifting at Alpha Elite for the past few months, and Corrupted Strength just opened, and they are owned both by very successful YouTubers that I've been following for a very long time. Christian Guzman owns Alpha Elite. I've been following him since he started his YouTube channel pretty much like 2013, 2014-ish. And Russell, I've been following him since like 2015, 2016. I go to very social media populated gyms. Like a lot of people know of those gyms through social media, through Instagram, YouTube, and they have a big following. And a lot of people that go to those gyms are trying to make it in the fitness industry and doing the social media thing for a living, which I respect the hustle. But like I said, this kind of goes in and it ties in with the moving part where when I moved here, I wanted to, make friends. I wanted to have a solid group of friends. I wanted to, live my life as a normal person first before I kind of just dove into my businesses, right? I didn't want to meet people with the sole premise of just like them helping me with my business or like being like not even a customer is the right word, but just like not an organic way to make friends, okay? It's just like you meet people and like I wanted to meet people organically, and like whenever I did great pictures in the past, they were always of like my friends that I've known for a while, and like they were comfortable with just helping me. Like I give them clothes and they let me take pictures of them. Now I wanted to like make friends in a very organic way and then kind of pursue it that same way, make my friends here, once I got to a comfortable level with them, like, if they wanted to still model my clothes for me, like I would do it. Like I didn't want to just like, go out and like meet people at the gym that I think I would be friends with and just like introduce them to my business and like kind of just throw a camera in their face and throw clothes on them. So like a lot of like the people here do the influencer thing, and it's not, it's not something I, trash on. Like I think it's very respectable. If they want to do that, they are more than welcome to. Everyone is welcome to live their life however they want. However, I just didn't want to meet people that way, and I didn't want to kind of like, I don't know, I didn't want people to think that like I'm kind of like only asking them just for their Instagram followers, if that makes sense. Like I don't really, like I post on social media and like I like taking nice pictures because I have a nice camera, but like I don't really do the influencer thing because I'm real weird. If you couldn't tell, I'm real weird in front of a camera. So yeah, those are the main reasons that Grate has been at the state that it's at, but big news. Your boy has finally started working on it again. I've been doing a lot of stuff, marketing campaigns, new designs, new garments, new everything. I want to do a whole fresh revamp of Grate and kind of just, cast away a lot of like the mistakes that I made in the past and kind of just like the hiatuses that have been taken, and I kind of just want to start fresh and hit it hard and hit it right. So we are going to be working on Grate a lot. I have already started taking pictures. I've already, given close to other people that I will also be taking pictures of them, and I have marketing campaigns in my mind that I want to do. It just takes time, and I'm doing it all solo, and that's just how it is, right? So that's the update of Grate. I hope you guys stayed for my explanation. I hope the editing stuff that I did, I tried some new tricks, and that's all, things that I do in my spare time to try and help grow my YouTube channel, Instagram, stuff like that. Like I said, I'm just doing my best out here, okay? I want Grate to succeed. I'm always grateful. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you did like it, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next one. I don't have Yoshi here to give you the transition, so peace!
Almighty push.